got some size on him.
You call me a saint, but you know I'm a stranger, all willing and able to do what you want.
Deadly Tarantula Girl coming to you from my new arachnarium. Hope you guys are well during these crazy, crazy times. Today I'm doing a video about the giant desert centipede, also known as Scolopendroheros. There are 3 subspecies, 2 of which I will be showing you today. Let's get started. So we have a little surprise guest today. This is a burrowing centipede that I have not dug out in quite a while, so we're gonna unearth this guy, or gal, and see what it is. I have an idea, but not 100% sure. Alright, that's a tiger. Alright, oh look at you. You gonna come out fighting? There we go. So, this is Scolopendroheros polymorpha, also known as the tiger centipede, and you may guess why. They've got these very dramatic stripes. How cool is this one? This is a North American species, although not considered one of the giant centipedes, but they are very beautiful and very amazing. This animal was a wild-caught specimen from out of New Mexico. One of my favorites. They're very beautiful, but not one of the giant centipedes, which we are focusing on today. So this was just a little treat for you guys. Now let's move on to the main feature. This beauty is a Scolopendroheros castaniceps. You might have guessed, this is the red-headed centipede, named that for very obvious reasons. The top segments are red. First of all, I want to say that there is not a ton of literature online about Scolopendroheros, which is what I was kind of double checking some facts on, and I found a good resource in John Fuscaris, I hope I'm not butchering your name, his website, which is petbugs.com. And so he actually explained that in 1931, G. Adams split the giant desert centipede species into 3 subspecies of Arizonensis, Heros, and Castaniceps. They're one of the world's giant, and in North America there's 3 giant centipedes, the Castaniceps being one. I particularly love this species. Like most centipedes, this species is venomous. However, like tarantulas, their venom is not considered medically significant to humans. Now, this is a bite that you would not want to receive, but one that wouldn't endanger you anyway, unless your health was already compromised. An interesting thing about this animal is that their fangs actually work in a horizontal rather than a vertical motion, and this species is a carnivorous insectivore, so if you have this species in captivity, you would want to be feeding them any bugs that are pretty much the size that they are or smaller, which if you have a little baby centipede, that could be really small as a pinhead cricket. This is a fossorial species. They are ground dwelling, and many of them do like to burrow. And so I recommend an enclosure that is usually deeper with some deep substrate, and I personally like to mix up cocoa and sand and vermiculite or soil. You basically want to make a nice heavy mixture where they can build and burrow and have a nice tunnel structure in their enclosure. You can put rocks and cork and things like that for them to hide under, but you want to make sure not to do anything heavy to where if one of their burrows collapsed, that they would ever be in any kind of danger. You can see that this one is actually longer than 8 inches, which these usually grow to about 6.5 to 8 inches. So this is a nice one. I'm going to put my hand down here so you can see how big this little booger is.
he's got some size on him.
Okay. So this was a dream find this year. This summer, before I had completely moved here, I was out hunting the rock cuts one night, and there was this young couple out hunting as well, and so we kind of stopped and we were visiting with them, and they were asking us what we had found, and we were asking them what they had found, and this guy said that he had seen a ton of heros in this area, and we were like, oh, that's awesome, can we jump in with you guys and look for one? And he said, yeah, I don't know if we'll see another one. And then it was so funny, like right on cue, he said, there's one right there. And so I started climbing the rock cut and jumped out there with my catch cup and my bucket and my tongs. And we were able to find this little beauty. And you can see this is a younger one, but this is called the black-tail centipede. Again, you may be able to see why. Their tails can vary, and so can their body color by quite a bit, from a kind of a blonde, a light tan, to somewhat of an orangey brown. And then these bottom segments here can actually vary from black, brown to kind of a navy blue. And they're really, really beautiful. So of the 3 giant desert centipedes of Scolopendra heros, the 3 subspecies are arizonensis, castaniceps, and heros. This being the Scolopendra heros. This is not one that I've had in my collection for a long time. I am absolutely loving raising this species up. Big shout out to that amazing couple that we met on the rock cut that night. Hope you guys liked this one. Comment below what your favorite species of giant centipede is, and we'll see you guys next time.
You think I'm a thinker, but I'm just a singer. All busy and pretty, just making believe. Boy, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling. Down to obscurity, don't let me ever be this alone. I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling. Shouldn't be trusting me, I could be making it all